Hi, welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we had audio issues on our all signs reading. Actually, give me a second. I'll give you a link to that in the chat in case you want to watch the first half. But this is going to be, I would say, like tail end of Leo, and then Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So I got through the majority of the signs in the first part, but there is also just like a little, preamble, a little bit of a general energy. Hi there, Joshua. How are you doing? And we've got I guess, a sense that you've had to deal with people that weren't willing to give you the energy that you give them, and a little undertone of people maybe utilizing you for what they want. Some of you dealing with people that were maybe just focused on the sexual connection that you had. Hi, Storm. I hope you all can hear me. Hello there, Miss Joanna. I'm pretty good. A little bit frustrated, Joshua, because I had some technical issues, but that's okay. So yeah, we're dealing with all signs. You can check the description box below. It does tell you what order I like to go in, but we have the air and water signs done on the other reading. So we're going to finish up with Leo. Leo, just to summarize for you, and apologies that it, had audio issues in the middle of your reading. We have somebody here who is looking to cause some disruption in a relationship or in your love life in general. So this is somebody who could be like a friend or a family member, possibly an ex, like a baby mom and dad, that kind of thing. But this is somebody who has negative intentions and may be jealous about the situation, right? So I would be cautious listening to advice from people unless you know for sure they're coming from a good place, or else you know for sure that what they're talking about or telling you actually happened. So a little bit of, if you're going to trust, you better verify, right? So we have better now, healing wounds within the relationship, and guarded. Closed heart is holding your relationships back. So this Queen of Swords in the reverse in your life, Leo, could be advocating for you to have a closed heart to somebody who has actually been able to heal something that they needed to heal, right? So do your own research, ask the questions you need to ask. But Leo, the good news is there is somebody here that has done the work, that has a healthy approach to relationships, that's interested in you. You just have to be cautious, because if somebody wants to kind of talk you out of being in that relationship, that's not a good thing, right? You got to know when to listen to people and when to take what they're saying with a grain of salt. And this Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody I wouldn't trust. Especially because Five of Swords is like, how can I ruin your day, right? All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. This is the Beginner's Tarot. Pride of Riches stands out to me from the Six of Pentacles in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. Sagittarius, we're dealing with somebody going through a difficult time because they're very focused on how other people look at them. There's maybe a little bit too much weight placed on external validation and what other people say about you. But there is, and this could be somebody you're dealing with, there is somebody who's trying to trap or confine another person based on a power structure. It's almost like, because people know that you messed this up one time, if I tell them that you did it again, even though you didn't, they would believe me. So there is a decision being made here about somebody who's using their power dynamic to hurt somebody else. There's a decision here, okay? There could be, for some of you, this could be somebody who's retaliating because you got with somebody they were interested in, or because you rejected them. Because there is definitely this sexual undertone to this reading. Knight of Swords in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse. I'm telling you, there's something here about this person either being jealous of you because they wish that they had, you know, your title of hot commodity or hot person about town, whatever it is, this person is jealous of you. This person wanted to knock you down a peg or two. They felt like they could do something here because of who they are or what their reputation is to make you look bad, to make it seem like you didn't deserve anything that you had. But they were lying. And somebody here is well aware of the dynamics between the two of you and has come to your defense. So this could be somebody trying to break up a relationship of yours. This could be somebody trying to get you fired. This could be an ex that's coming after you. There's something here about you being redeemed because this person was lying, and it's obvious to somebody that they lied, whether that's a person you're in a relationship with or your boss or some community of friends. The truth is about to come out that this person was trying to hurt you. So for some of you, they may have lied that you cheated with them. They may have lied about some other transgression you could have made. Oddly enough, I feel like this is part of what this person said about you, that you are promiscuous or that you are untrustworthy. For others of you, let's just take this message as it's provided, right? Safety first. Like, we all know what this really means, right? We're all adults on my 18 plus channel. I mean, I mark all of my videos not for kids, so I'm just assuming that's what that means. Yeah, let's wrap it up, or you know, whatever, because this person is not to be trusted. For some of you, this is more about like what you tell people. Maybe you need to like be a little bit more tight-lipped about your personal business. Insecure. I told you, this is somebody who's insecure. We have insecurities may be affecting your relationship. So if somebody knows that there's a vulnerability here in terms of jealousy or whether or not you might be interested in other people, we could have either some projection here, or we could have somebody that knows there's that insecurity and they're trying to cause toxic drama in your life. So they choose to bank off that, or they choose to use that in their attack, right? All right, let's move to Capricorn. Capricorn, we're going to use the Bianco Nero for you. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? And thank you to everyone who followed over from the first reading. Audio issues are not entirely avoidable, but I try. All right, we have the Chariot in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Capricorn, I feel like there's been a drought or a slump where you just didn't really feel like connecting with other people, and you've been ready for some sort of change. But I'm just going to caution you here, Capricorn. I feel like there's something here that you have to be honest with yourself about in terms of how you approach relationships or how you approach love. So because there's a sexual undertone to this reading, let's just go ahead and take a moment to ask ourselves, are we too focused on the physical? Are we too focused on the sexual? Are we too focused on money? What are we looking for in a partner, and how do we need to adjust that, right? Part of growth is recognizing when some people aren't a good match for being in our lives, but it's also about looking ourselves in the mirror and being honest about what we need to change to improve those things for ourselves, right? A total smelly pirate hooker. You guys heard it here. Tiana admitted to it. You're funny. So this Ace of Cups is kind of coming across to me, Capricorn, as you need to maybe be honest with yourself about what love is and what love should be, and edit accordingly or act accordingly. Because I feel like there's something here about a person that you're tempted by that you should know better. Almost like you're seeking out something you already know. Like you've already had time to think about this. All things forbidden have their secret charm. I don't know who said it. I don't even know if it's an attributed quote, but you could find it online, I'm pretty sure. Capricorn, Capricorn, you might be tempted by somebody who's in a relationship. You might be tempted by somebody that you had a relationship with in the past. You might be tempted to start a relationship with a friend or sibling of somebody you already dated. There's something here where this is not a good thing. This is not a good choice. This is not going to end well. So I love you. I'm going to tell you whatever I see, without any sugarcoating. But let's just make sure that we're making the right decisions for ourselves and not just like gleefully ignoring all of the red flags and the obvious outcomes of our choices, right? All right. Let's get a few from the truth is for you, Capricorn. Oh, yeah. Slow down. Rushing will ruin this connection. Ex-partner. Hi there. Yeah, I called that. Not completely over a past relationship. So here's the deal. You have something beautiful coming your way, but you have to be able to let go of something from your past. Like, for many of you, this is somebody that you dated that you keep going back to, or you keep having flirtations with, and you're blocking your own abundance. You're blocking your own love situation or love partner from coming in because you're still too caught up in the past. All right, let's move to Taurus. Taurus, we're going to use the Edgar Allan Poe for your reading. The Magician in the reverse. Odd, because not too far away from Scorpio's Magician in the reverse and the Two of Wands in the reverse. Taurus, what are you doing? Almost like somebody's talking you into this, or you're begrudgingly going forward with something, or you're ignoring the red flags like Capricorn. There's somebody here that wants you to do something, or somebody that's trying to convince you to do something that you probably shouldn't do, right? Hi there, Redbeard. How are you? Let's get some more cards. Oh, we got some turned over. Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Wands in the reverse. There's something you need to let go of, and I feel like it's really hard for you to do so. You may feel like you fought so hard for this, or you've put in so much work. Why would you walk away from it? But there's a change here that's meant to happen in your life, and you're like fighting it with everything you've got. So what's a good example? Just like quitting vaping, right? I've got a friend who's trying to quit, and it's not been easy. And there may have been a few bets involved. There may have been a few admonishments in public. But this person knows this is bad for my health. This person knows that their life would improve if they stop vaping, right? I feel like there's something here, Taurus, that you need to let go of, or you need to change, or you need to put some energy or effort into, but you are delaying, you're procrastinating, you are not moving forward on it. And I would strongly encourage you to readdress that. because there's something here that's meant to come in for you that is a good thing, and you're like kicking it down the street. You're the one who's delaying this because of something relatively small by comparison that you're holding on to. So, Five of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, you need to make amends. You need to approach a relationship, whether it's platonic, a family relationship, or a romantic one. There's something here where you need to like watch the words very carefully, avoid the arguments, de-escalate, right? So the underlying energy here is one of like codependency or insecurity. You have the ability, Taurus, to move forward and do something on your own or do something really beautiful, but there's one thing that you're letting hold you back, and I feel like you already know what that is. Let's see what the truth has for you, Taurus. Liar, liar. Someone here is being dishonest. Oh, look at that nose. Are you lying to yourself, Taurus? Is someone lying to you? I think you might have a little bit of both. I think you might be willing to believe somebody is telling you the truth when you know better. For some of you, there is an addiction at play. For some of you, this is codependent relationships. But there's something you need to change. There's a beautiful future waiting for you, but you have to learn this lesson. You have to like let go of something first, or someone. All right, we finally made it to Virgo. Let's see what we have for you. This is the Morgan Greer. All right, what do we have for Virgo, please? Queen of Swords in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse. This is the same card, both in the reverse, by the way. So you could be dealing with somebody that has Taurus in their chart. Otherwise, somebody's being stubborn and refusing to look at the facts. I definitely feel a sense of procrastination, perhaps even an unwillingness to make a decision because it's difficult to move in that direction. Six of Cups. There's somebody here that has some really good memories and they want to do something about it, but they haven't really, they've run into some delays. Okay, so here we go, Virgo. I love you. There's something here you can do, and it's about doing what makes you happy. It's about maybe even a little bit of independence, maybe a little bit of something you've always wanted to do, but you have been afraid to because there's somebody here who feels like you shouldn't do that. This could be an ex or like a person you had children with, a family member, somebody who gave you bad advice or made it about them when it should have been about what would make you happy. Let's just all be honest with ourselves. When we get advice from people, sometimes that advice has a little bit of seasoning of what's in it for me, right? If I tell you to do this because it's better for me, when you're looking for what's the right choice for you, then that to me is manipulation. So, Virgo, I feel like you had to call it for what it was. You had to say, somebody here is just deceitful. They're not really, they don't care about me the way I care about them. So, I'm better off doing things on my own or making decisions on my own and going off of what makes me happy. So, focus on that, please, because you've been delayed or you've had to deal with obstacles that you should have been past, right? You should have been able to move beyond this, but you've been too people pleasy. Stop it. Please yourself. How about that? Round and round, cycle of high and low emotions with no resolve. If it's the same play every night, then why do you keep going? If it's the same outcome, if it's the same kind of disappointment, then walk out, walk away, find something that makes you happy, do the right thing. Let's just all assume that there's somebody here that's going to follow your lead. Do you want other people to live the way you live or go through what you go through? Because I feel like you're more protective of other people's feelings than you are of your own. And it's probably time for you to apply the same advice you'd give other people to your own situation. Because this is a cycle. This isn't going to change. Whoever you're dealing with, they're self-absorbed. Pretending to be what you'd like in a partner. I mean, like, that's a hot, like, mask and glove combo, but that's the only thing you got going for you. Somebody's pretending because they can't actually be what you deserve. They can't actually give you what you deserve. So stop letting them carry on with the charade, call them on their shit. Say, I know what I actually want. I know what I deserve. And this ain't it. I'm going to go to what I need instead of that. All right. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and subscribes. I'm going to leave it there. And I will be back shortly to timestamp everything for you. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you on the next reading.